welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. I am Trigudase2 and this is my little corner of the internet. I hope you like what you see and decide to stay by subscribing and joining my SG squad. So guys, I am back namhlanje with a sit down video, something I haven't done in the longest of time, something I miss doing, just sitting here and speaking to you guys. And each topic namhlanje is 5 for 25. Because in a few days, in 5 days time, guys, I'll be turning 25, and by the time you guys will be watching this video, I would have turned 25. My birthday would have passed. Okay, so yeah, this is 5 lessons for 25, 5 lessons I've learned in the 5 years of my 20s. Yo, I feel serious just saying the age 25. Guys, how did you get to 25? I was 13 not so long ago. How did I get to 25? This is a serious age with Nana. Aibo, serious age. And easy. But yeah, let's get into the video, guys. A little disclaimer is that your girl came back having made 2 cards because I haven't done this in a long time. I know what I want to speak about, but I'm just taking it 2 cards to help me through this video. So yeah, let's get to the first lesson. My 2 cards are ready and I'm ready to dive into the first lesson I've learned in my 20s. And the first lesson is moving with fear. Now, this is allowing yourself to dream big. It's allowing yourself to reach far in life. And whenever I think of this, it saddens me because I no longer am a person who lives from a space of that much faith. But regardless of that, I still know how beautiful it is to live from that space. I still know how freeing it is to live from that space, to not try to be fearless or eliminate fear as a whole, but to try and move with that fear, to try and move with the doubts you might have. Now, my favorite quote, some of you may know it, is, and I quote, "When you choose courage in the face of fear, you defy everything that holds you back from greatness," close quote. Now, I believe that this quote really affirmed to me that I don't have to completely eliminate fear, but I rather have a choice of whether or not I lean or listen to the fears, to the doubts, to the insecurities, or I choose courage. Now, I remember how back in the days, fear used to never have the space of talking me out of doing something or even an opportunity. I remember how I would quickly say yes to things. Then oh my god, did I just say yes to that? I used to be like that, manyani guys. I remember I did that when I entered Miss Fresh at NMU 2018, Miss Laboria 2018, and also when my friend Ongaba called me and said, "Setu, we need an MC for a launch of an NGO, and I thought of you. Are you gonna be able to do that?" I was like, yes. Then when the call ended, I was like, Aibo, did I just say yes to being an MC of a whole event? But yeah, I just moved with so much fear. And I moved with all of my fears, all of my doubts, all of my insecurities, and I learned a lot from myself and about myself at that time. Moving right on, the second lesson is success is opportunity meeting preparation. Now, I don't remember where I heard this, right, or who I heard saying this, but the moment I heard it, it taught me the importance of preparation. I already was a person who loved preparing, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna be doing something next week, 2 days from now. I will prepare, but after 2 days, okay, I'm ready to actually be in that moment. So I already was a person who loved preparation, okay? But I do think or believe now when I heard this, it spoke to the goals or the dreams aspects of my life, right? And another version of this I think I heard was this: make space for the things you pray for. I'm very big on that. Now, when I heard this, whoever I heard say this made an example about a car. Say you are praying for a car, you want a car. You just pray and sit back, hoping that the car would miraculously appear, okay? When's the license? When's the learner's license? You're not learning to drive in any way, but you say you want a car. How do you think la moto figure? Are you gonna be okay? Do you think la moto figure you are gonna be a person ready to actually use that car, or eternal as a liar? So you need to be taking the action needed for when God decides to bless you. You can take care of the car. Hence, you need to make space for the things you pray for. And also when I had that, I really used it related kakhulu to academics. Okay, let's say you have a test, you know, but okay, in 2 weeks time from today I'm writing an English test, let's say. You decide not to read your notes, not to ask questions in class, not to go to teachers and say, teacher, we were discussing this, I didn't understand, can you please go over this again so I understand. 2 weeks comes, the day of the test comes, do you think you are going to succeed in the test, okay, you are going to do well in that test without having prepared? No, you are not. But if you take all the time to study your notes, ask questions in class, go to the teacher and say, teacher, can you please go through this with me again so that I understand, then you have better chances of you actually doing well in the test, hence preparing. Okay, now I did a 7-day soft challenge. You guys watched that video. I had reflective questions for each day, and one of the questions was how am I preparing for the things I pray for? Okay, because I'm really big on making space for the things I pray for. How am I preparing for that? So that question really allowed me to go through each and everything I say I'm praying for and actually look at how it is I was going about making space for the things I said I wanted or was asking from God. Okay, now I really believe in preparation, you guys. We need to prepare so that when the things we pray for, the things we ask for come, we are ready for them. We are worthy of being the people. We are people worthy of those blessings. Okay, I also had Uteri Savel, one of the people I follow here on YouTube, saying when opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare. And you know, she made an example about wanting to write a book. Say, Nitimna, I want to write a book. When not writing even a single page, then randomly, let's say a publisher comes and says, I would love to publish a book from you. How ready do you think I'm gonna be for that book to be published? On the other side, if I said, okay, I want to write a book, and I began writing, I have a manual ready, I know the topic, I know the characters, if there's gonna be characters, I know what each chapter is about, how many chapters I want to write, the size of the book, everything, the design of the paper of the book, I know detail to detail. How successful do you think I'd be if I am that prepared for when that opportunity comes? When that person says, okay, in 3 months, I would love to publish a book for you. How ready do you think I'm going to be for that opportunity? For me to grab it with both hands. So yeah, these are all the things that really have taught me the importance of preparing for things in my 20s. Lesson number 3, you guys, is giving up is not an option. And I think you guys have heard me say this in my previous sit-down videos, but giving up is really not an option. I've had so many moments in my life where I've wanted to give up, where I've told myself, I'm gonna say to, you know what, this is it, you're calling it quits right now. I have moments where I've texted my sister and texted my best friend and said, you know what, Chomi, ndase cut, I am giving up. And they would ask me, you're gonna give up and then what's next? Also team, right? And I would take the time to look at this. I'm like, okay, if ndiyancama ngokunyani ndizawuncama, then what's next? Ndizawuba ngumthwalo kabani? Uncama uzawuncama uba ngumthwalo kabani? Okay, now what I've learned in all this is that giving up doesn't speed up the process. Giving up doesn't make you get to where you want to go any faster. It puts you on hold. It puts everything on hold. It puts your life on hold. Now I know it's not easy to keep on trying, sometimes trying to it's taking too long for you to get to where you want to get, or you're getting what you want to get. It's not easy to keep trying at times, I know, but I do believe in Dogmana there's more for us to gain in trying than it is and ever will be in Okuncama. Okuncama is just you sitting there and saying, okay, nothing is gonna come out, nothing, you're just there saying you've given up. I know guys, it's not easy, but let's just try, just keep on holding on. Now I believe that this one lesson, that giving up is not an option, is one of the main lessons that have pushed me to wake up and try. The vision of my life, the vision for my life that I see here really does not allow me to give up. I would say, I've tried, but I would wake up the next day and say, you know what, Setu, let's just keep on, let's keep on trying, let's try until something happens, push until something happens. Now you could be watching this video right now, watching me talk, listening to me to talk about all of these things, and you might be in a place where you want to give up right now as you watch me. Please, I am begging you, do not give up. Do anything you need to do, but don't give up. Rest if you need to. Take a break, a mini break, 2 days break, a week's break, but don't you ever give up. You need to keep going. Okay, now as I sit here, I know it might look as if I'm saying this because I'm at a better place right now, and I don't understand just the whole thing of not giving up, but I speak from a place of knowing how it feels to be exactly where you are. If you're watching this and wanting to give up, I know how it feels to be there. I know how it feels to feel like there's nothing left, you don't have any more to give. But you know what, you still have something in you to give. You still have it in you to keep on keeping on. Do not give up. Giving up is not an option. The fourth lesson is the importance of spending time alone. Okay, now I no longer do this like I used to do it, but I very much know that there is so much power in actually spending time alone. Now this is the one way of living my life I really want to go back to. There are so many things this day pulling on all sides for our attention. There are so many voices surrounding us so much that we have lost connection to our own voices. We have lost the ability to hear our own inner voices. We hear so much of the outside noise, of the outside voices, so much that they have become the only voices we can truly trust outside of our own. Now what I've learned when I used to prioritize spending time by myself was that was the one time I was most creative. My creativity came out to play, my ideas came alive, I could hear my own voice, and it's the one time that my intuition had the space in my life to actually guide me and lead me. Now it's in the moments of spending time alone where I got to learn more or most about myself and actually learn to enjoy my own company. I didn't feel the need to constantly be around people or be chatting on the phone, and there was no space for me to now say, yo, so and so no longer has time for me, because I actually knew what it was to spend time by myself. And I do believe that is why you guys used to see me last year or the past 2 years going to solo dates, because I was trying to relearn enjoying my own company and just learning the sound of my voice again. Okay, now recently I find myself asking abantu kakhulu, what do you think about this? Do you think I should do this? Just trusting what they think more than I do myself. And yeah, I do feel that most of that need for outside validation comes from the disconnection from my own voice. Please excuse the noise, my aunt is cooking. It comes from the disconnection from my own inner voice, my own GPS. Okay, so I really want to go back to being the person that prioritizes me time again. Now I encourage you to find time to spend by yourself. Ask yourself what it is that you need to silence in your life, and take a step back from whatever that may be for you. Social media, I believe, is the biggest noise. We all know social media is the biggest noise because we are more exposed to social media. And I do believe we need to give ourselves a break from consuming ubomi this much. Okay, Uku said that there's no use consuming other people's lives when you're not doing much in your own life. And it stuck with me. Okay, so the project or the assignment for this June holiday, you guys, is to try and prioritize spending time with ourselves, with yourselves, with myself. We all now need to learn and go back to being people who are able to spend time by ourselves. Now, you might not have a day, you might not have a week to spend time all by yourself, but try 30 minutes, try 20 minutes. You always have time, but you just need to prioritize. Okay, so let's all go out there and try and spend time by ourselves. At the last lesson, I can't look up because I literally forgot to actually write down the fifth question, but I think it would be prayer changing things. If you have me on my WhatsApp, then you know I'm picking on that. Prayer changing things. I know, okay, we have different opinions when it comes to prayer, but I'm just talking from my experience. You could be having a bad day, you could be having a bad moment. Just say a small prayer and you will see things change. You might be praying for into enkulu, but you will see gradual loo nto leyo itshintsha. It might not, mhlawumbi if you're having a bad day ngaloo mzuzu, you might not see it change the bigger thing ekuhluphayo, but you will see a change in your own mood, in your own reaction to that situation. So prayer changes things. Pray for the smallest of things. Pray choosing shoes, choosing your outfit. Prayer changes things. May we learn. I hope that we will learn to be people who are led by the Holy Spirit, led by prayer. Thandaza bawo, ndiyaphuma ngoku bawo, ndiyavuka ngoku bawo, ndizawubhala ngoku bawo, ndizawubhalisa ngoku as a teacher bawo, ndizawusebenza ngokwenza isikhompyutha, ndizawukwenza i-project. Whatever you're about to do, just pray. A small prayer and you will see a big change. So those are my 5 lessons for 25. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in for this video. I hope you enjoyed listening to me, but most importantly, I hope you learned, because I sit here and say all of these things with the hope that you will learn something or two from whatever I get to say. Please comment down below and tell me what is your takeaway from this. What lesson is your takeaway from this video? Love you as always. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye.